Hi everybody, Emily here, and this is Boldly Sewing. This weekend I went to a little event you may or may not have heard of called New York Comic Con. It was really fun. I haven't been to a con in like almost 7 years. I know, it's kind of crazy, right? So it was an eye-opener. It was amazing. I was pretty much on sensory overload. But yeah, so because Comic-Con happened and I had so much fun, I decided, hey, why not make this whole episode the New York Comic-Con episode? Okay, so I'm going to share my top 10 favorite things about New York Comic-Con. Alright, so number one, and these are in no particular order, everything was like equally awesome. I got to go to the Legends of Korra panel. I have never seen that show, but my friend is really into it. And so I went to this panel. I've never seen Legends of Korra. I've watched like 2 episodes of Avatar. And they showed, I guess what's this week's episode? Oh my goodness, it was so pretty. I guess the style isn't typical to the normal episodes, but it was this beautiful Chinese ink wash with watercolor. They said they were inspired by Miyazaki, which I was like, yay! I love Miyazaki. He's awesome. So I got really excited, and that was really cool because I've never watched it, and that's always cool when you can go to something like this where you're so focused on your fandom and what you like, and to be able to be introduced to something new. That's really fun. I like that. So I think I may next time have to go to some more random panels just for the heck of it, because I like it. And to think I probably wouldn't have thought twice of the show. So that's cool. Number two, and this one's pretty high up on my list because they are freaking awesome, is so I got to see the dealer. I wouldn't be called the dealer room, but the exhibition hall where they had all the, people selling stuff. And a lot of them were, like reselling toys and comic books and stuff like that. But there were some people with their own original wares. And so there were a lot of cool design, like clothing stuff, which I was kind of hoping there would be some, but I wasn't really expecting it. So one of the places I saw was called Volante Designs, and oh my goodness, like, so cool. So, like the Assassin's Creed whole getup? Well, imagine that is like a wearable jacket. There's all sorts of cool seaming, the fabric is really like this cool, heavy fabric. I wanted it so bad. I was like, ah, but then I was like, oh, I only had $40 to spend. But I highly recommend you check out their website. It is awesome. Oh, okay, number 3, and we're gonna have a picture here. I recently started watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I can't recall if I mentioned it on here or not, but I like it. It's awesome. I know it's gonna pick up, and I have faith in it, and I'm excited. And one of my favorite things about the show is the car that Coulson drives, which he nicknames Lola, and it was there, and it was beautiful, and I about drooled on it. It was amazing. Number 3, cosplay. Cosplay everywhere. There was so much cosplay. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. Because, okay, my last con was 7 years ago, as I said. So cosplaying hadn't really picked up as much as it has now. And just to see like everybody dressed up and so many like creative cosplay ideas, like I don't even know what I like it's awesome. I have so many ideas and so much inspiration, and it was just so funny. Like we were walking through at one point and this guy dressed up as Smeagol like bolts through all crawling and stuff, and like, seeing all the, random crazy Deadpool cosplays and stuff like that. And lots of Doctor Who. And yeah. It was really cool. Okay. Silly me. I forgot to mention. What is this funny red dress you're wearing, Emily? You may be asking. This was my cosplay. Yes, for the very first time, I cosplayed. So this is my outfit. Star Trek the original series is a little bit messy because it kind of was in a ball on my bed for a little bit, but you can see we got the band, there's seaming here. As I said, pattern was nice and easy to make, and it's so comfy. Oh my gosh, it was like running around in my pajamas all day. Yes. Oh, and then I've got leggings on and boots. Yeah. Number 5 was the first thing when you walked into the exhibition hall. They had this big, like, South Park facade. And it was so cool. Like, it looked like the town of South Park, and there was like a UFO crashing into it. I don't know why there was a UFO. But it was still really cool. And inside, they showed a demo of the Stick of Truth, which is coming out December 10th, for all of you guys who don't know. And it looks really cool. Like, I'm actually kind of excited about it. Number 6. There were some, in the exhibition hall, they were showing off some really, really sick replicas. Oh my gosh. They had a Geth pulse rifle, which, if you don't know already, from this guy and that gal. I am a very big Mass Effect fan. And they had a Geth pulse rifle and a Carnifex hand cannon, which I'm not a big fan of the Carnifex, but it was so cool. So cool. Like, to see in, like, person size. There are also a lot of really cool action figures. Square Enix, does the Kai figures that are really, detailed and ornate. And they had some really cool alien ones, and I really like those. And they had Kirk and Spock from the new movie. And there were a lot of really cool ones. Okay, number 7. Okay, number 7, the people. I mean, it's New York. I was kind of expecting crazy mania, a little bit of aggressive craziness. Because usually when you have crowds like that, people are pushing, people are being angry, they're trolls. I actually saw somebody dressed with a troll mask, but he wasn't being a troll. He was just dressed as one. Anyway, but everybody was super nice. I know people talk about that, but man, like, you gotta witness it to really, really understand it. Everybody was so nice and polite, and it was great because, like, I'd be wearing my outfit and people were like, "Oh my god, I love your outfit!" And they just yell it across the floor. And like, one girl told me that, she's like, "Oh my gosh, Star Trek is like my life. I love your costume." I was like, but yeah, and it was great because I'd strike up all these conversations with people, and I'd make jokes about, people make jokes about the red shirt thing, and I'd make jokes back, Yeah, so that was really, really nice. It's, for all the craziness and insanity, it's nice to, have such a cool, strong community. Number 8, the merch. Oh my gosh, there was, okay, for those of you who have not been, basically think of anything nerdy you could possibly think of. Anything. They probably have it. There is about a 98.8% chance that it was somewhere at Comic-Con. It was so cool. I mean, yeah, you're not gonna find, the first issue of Adventure Comics where Superman is in, but still, almost everything was there. It was so cool. Speaking of merch, I bought something. Check this guy out. Oh, look at that. It's a time turner. It's not as functional as I would like it to be. And it doesn't do any wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. But it looks pretty. And I wear it. I wore it to work today. I don't have a number 9. No, I don't. So, next week, I'm gonna get back to my regular content. I'm gonna look into doing some projects. Maybe another sew craft. It seems like people like it. So I'm gonna keep doing those. Alright, well, that is it for this week. And keep sewing. So on, so on, so on, so on, so on, steam right through. Wow, that was really off key. So just do it. Just sew it. Don't sew it. Be it. That's a shout out for Julie. So boldly sow where no one has sown before. Yep, so that's about it. Alright. Peace.